for Joshua. He's now out in the cold with the wolf pack. Forget about it. Idiot. Coward. Always needing to have the minerals to fight the Gypsy King.
About AJ fighting Jake Paul, if I'm honest. Yeah. It's definitely a fight that we are talking about. It's definitely a fight that is fair.
This is another level. This is a really dangerous... He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane.
Tyson Fury tears into Anthony Joshua for ducking him and choosing Jake Paul instead. His attack is ruthless, calling Joshua's decision a giant misstep that swaps a legacy-defining showdown for a spectacle. Fury frames AJ's choice as a retreat from real competition, leaving fans questioning whether Joshua still has the fire.
Bums fighting old men, short men, no good men. He had the challenge from Deontay Wilder. He was offered $80 million to go to the United States, but he refused and offered to fight Povetkin instead.
Fury escalates instantly, throwing down a staggering wager on Jake Paul. He doesn't just predict, he bets £1 million, signaling how far Joshua has supposedly fallen. Fury's confidence isn't performance, it's a pointed declaration that AJ is no longer the force he once was, leaving the boxing world stunned by the boldness of the claim.
Paul chins AJ, yes, they fight.
Are you serious?
100%. If they fight, I'm putting £1 million on Jake Paul.
What?
Yeah.
Fury's breakdown is unfiltered and savage. He openly calls AJ a fading fighter while praising Jake Paul's unexpected rise. His assessment flips expectations upside down, planting the chilling idea that Joshua being threatened by a YouTuber is no longer impossible, but dangerously plausible.
About chewing up, I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight.
Duke McKenzie keeps nothing back. He brands the fight a dangerous mismatch, pointing out the sheer gulf in size and experience. To him, Paul hasn't earned this opportunity, and one mistake could be disastrous. McKenzie warns this isn't hype, it's a heavyweight...
Right, I don't believe to fight Anthony Joshua. It's not like he's beaten, 4 or 5, top line heavyweights, other heavyweights. I don't believe he's boxed any heavyweights.
Eddie Hearn brings the reality check. Joshua's power remains devastating, and one error from Jake Paul could end the night instantly. What some call hype, Hearn calls a legitimate warning. Stepping in with AJ is stepping into a storm, and underestimating that storm is a risk.
But I said to Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate, and this ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful, because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to, so we got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do.
Yeah.
But we also...
Tony Bellew's verdict is blunt and uncompromising. He calls the fight reckless, a move where money outweighs safety. Bellew emphasizes just how dangerous it is to enter the ring with a seasoned heavyweight like Joshua. This isn't harmless entertainment, it's a high-risk gamble with real physical stakes.
It's just a gross mismatch.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand his health is in jeopardy. So, I'm not even entertaining it. I just think it's dangerous. And listen, I might have to work it, but it's just...
It's kind of ludicrous, isn't it, really?
It's insane. This boy is nuts. He's nuts, and I think he's putting his life before he's putting his life before.
Dave Allen cuts straight to the point. He calls the matchup absurd and highlights the threat to Joshua's legacy. Even one glove from Jake Paul landing clean could overshadow years of accomplishment. The clash has veered from sport to spectacle, leaving many fans baffled by the logic behind it.
Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury. Anthony Joshua cannot box Jake Paul. Horrific. He's dangerous for one, and two, if Jake Paul even lands a glove on him, it just diminishes everything that he's achieved. Jake Paul won't last 2 minutes for me. Never mind Anthony Joshua, it's ridiculous.
Simon Jordan presents the fight as entertainment wrapped in business. He acknowledges Joshua's pedigree while noting that this matchup is driven by commercial motives, not competition. It's a show, not a legacy fight. For purists, it's frustrating, but for boxing's business machine, it makes sense.
In 2025, Anthony Joshua will fight a YouTuber.
This is the entertainment business, and Anthony Joshua is an entertainer, and you can't undo the fact that he won the World Heavyweight Championship twice. and he fought in some great fights.
So why does he need this?
Because he's in the business of entertainment.
Derek Chisora lays it out with his trademark bluntness. While he admits the event will draw excitement, he stresses that Jake Paul simply doesn't have the power to trouble Joshua. Chisora predicts a one-sided beatdown, warning that this isn't a harmless influencer stunt, it's real heavyweight boxing, where errors hurt and mismatches get exposed brutally. 10. Johnny Nelson brings a level-headed take, explaining that fighters sometimes chase financial opportunity over sporting purity. He credits Jake Paul's marketing strength but admits the fight may not be a serious sporting contest. Nelson frames it as a calculated payday, where Joshua must balance legacy against...
Whatever happens will be exciting.
Does he have the power to knock out Joshua?
Nah, he hasn't got the power to knock out Joshua.
How does that fight end?
Jake Paul going in an ambulance, bro.
If I was at this stage of his career, I'd take Jake Paul. I'd take Jake Paul because there's more money there. If it was real, I don't think it's real. I think it's bullshit. I think Jake Paul has I think it's bullshit. I think it's Jake Paul has done an amazing job. Last month he wants to fight Canelo, remember? So now he's done an amazing job and he's
Chisora merges hype with realism, describing the fight as explosive early entertainment but stressing that confidence alone can't carry Jake Paul through danger. Drawing from recent matchups, he warns that Paul may be overestimating himself. Chisora doubles down, insisting Joshua's experience and power will dictate everything. The commentary blends drama with cold truth, an entertaining showdown, but a dangerous mismatch where reality will eventually hit hard.
We need to build entertainment, and right now, this is a great fight for entertainment for us right now.
A one-round entertainment. Surely that doesn't go past one round.
We never know. You never know. But you know what? As I said yesterday, Jake Paul will be so confident to get into this fight, because after you watch Daniel Dubois fight, you think you can do exactly what Daniel did.
Yeah.
So, listen, I'm up for this fight to happen, and I want to see AJ...
Tommy Fury goes all in, presenting Joshua as overwhelmingly superior and Jake Paul as outmatched. Even hypothetical disadvantages, like Joshua fighting injured, don't change the predicted outcome. His commentary uses boldness and brutal honesty to emphasize the mismatch. The message is clear: Jake Paul is stepping into a world far above his level, and the likely result isn't subtle.
But if I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past.
Spencer Oliver dives deep into the mindset behind Joshua's decision, dissecting the business side of boxing with sharp insight. He explains that for Joshua and his team, fights aren't always about glory or legacy. They're also about calculating risk and maximizing financial return. Oliver points out that while fans may be disappointed or frustrated with this matchup, from Joshua's perspective, it's a logical choice at this stage of his career, a fight that requires minimal risk while providing a significant payday. However, Oliver also stresses the contradiction: this easy money grab comes at a cost to reputation, credibility, and the respect of the hardcore boxing community. His commentary captures the tension every modern heavyweight faces, balancing legacy with financial reality, fan expectations with entertainment value, and the undeniable allure of money in a fighter's career, leaving the audience pondering if profit now outweighs glory later.
Well, Anthony Joshua was talking about wanting warm-up fights before going into bigger fights, but look, it's prize fighting at the end of the day, and the way that Joshua will see it, and Matchroom and all the team, the fans won't like this, by the way. But
I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either. But the way that Joshua will see it is as a money grab. He'll see it as an easy money grab, but at this stage of his career, is it a fight he should be taking?
Spencer Oliver analyzes Joshua's decision through the lens of business, breaking down the financial logic behind the fight. He explains that Joshua, at this stage of his career, is weighing payoff over prestige. While fans may resent it, Oliver points out the strategy: minimal risk, maximum reward. But he also warns that this approach damages AJ's credibility and frustrates the die-hard boxing community, exposing the constant struggle between legacy and financial gain.
I will say this to AJ: don't let that guy knock you out, because that will be fucking nightmares forever. But one or two, put it this way, AJ has to kill him in 3 rounds.
Simon Jordan blends humor with sharp insight, framing the Jake Paul fight as a spectacle with entertainment value but little significance to Joshua's true career path. He argues that heavyweight legacy isn't built through crossover attractions, but through mega fights like a Tyson-Fury clash. Jordan reminds fans that while this bout offers money and attention, it does nothing to elevate AJ's standing among boxing's elite.
Because I'd like to see him knock Jake Paul into the next belt, but in the reality of what I think it's worth, no. I mean, I am moderately interested in seeing him fight Tyson Fury, because I think it's the only box that's left done.
Logan Paul brings disbelief mixed with honest perspective. He makes it clear Joshua is a world-level athlete capable of ending the fight with a single shot. Referencing previous brutal knockouts, Logan highlights the very real danger Jake is stepping into. His commentary bridges fan excitement with professional reality, reminding everyone that heavyweights like Joshua don't play games. One mistake can define or destroy reputations.
The Joshua thing is crazy.
Is that a real conversation?
Jake's a fucking lunatic, and it's probably real. I saw Joshua knock out Francis Ngannou, and the guy was like out cold for 5 minutes. And this is a guy who had never been knocked down, let alone knocked out.
If he steps in the ring with him, and actually a bell rings and there are punches thrown, every bit of Jake Paul is not a real boxer conversation is gone forever.
After hearing voices from every corner, from fighters to promoters to the Paul brothers, one thing is clear: this fight is more than a matchup. It's a collision of spectacle, business, prestige, and risk. Joshua steps into the ring with more than just an influencer. He faces a test of discipline and danger. Jake Paul brings confidence and hype, but lacks the experience to survive a heavyweight's power. Every perspective paints the same picture: a massive event, a risky mismatch, and a fight that blurs the line between entertainment and genuine danger. So tell us, can Jake Paul survive against Joshua, or is this another payday wrapped in illusion? Drop your thoughts, hit like, and subscribe for more breakdowns, reactions, and ringside insight as the story unfolds.